What's good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chad Benz, back with another video. And in today's video, yes, I got the pre-access or whatever it's called early in NBA 2K25. Shout out for all the people at 2K that helped me get this. Shout out for Double H for picking me up to play a whole day early. But that means I can make builds, and that means I can drop the best builds. Because you guys know I'm one of the best build makers in this whole entire thing. So shout out to my Twitch chat for helping me. They helped me a little bit, but not too much. You know them. They're not too much help. But I was in the lab, finding the builder for like, 40 minutes, just trying to find the best in the build, because I'm playing center with Double H, and I found it. I mean, look, you can go to Double H's streams, or he can play about our gameplay. You can watch my streams, and you will see the center build is insane. You shoot insane. If you shoot with the right stick, it's just going in general. That's just how it is. And the rebounding's fine. You're going to be 6'7", as you can see, okay? You're going to be 6'7". And you guys are like, oh, Chad, is that too small? But when you have a 94 rebound, and you have rebound chaser gold, and you have box out Beast Hall of Fame, and you can put a badge, what's it called? The thing that ups the badge once. So you get box out Beast Legends, and you get rebound chaser Hall of Fame. You have high weight, you have high strength. It's fine. It doesn't matter how tall you are if you have the stats to do it. And look, you can get a 90 speed. I don't have a 90 speed, but you're a 5'7". You're not slow. So you can play defense. You can shoot, you can get rebounds, and you can do a standing dunk. Now, this is the custom template I made or whatever. Height 6'7", weight 249. I did that because I wanted the 94 rebounds. You can see if it goes from 93 to 94. 94 rebounds, you want to make it. This is like a competitive center, for all aspects. Like, you can play the 4 with this in Pro-Am. You can play 3s in stage. You can play 2s. This is a center that can basically do it all. It's not an inside rep center. It's not an inside to 5 for Pro-Am. This is like 2s, 3s, and you can play the power 4 and 5. This build can play all modes. Trust me, I cooked. Now I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did and explain why I did each thing. Alright, so we're going to start with the finishing, obviously, and we're going to go to standing dunk 72. And the reason we go 72 is rise up on bronze. As you can see, it's 72. I didn't get it yet because I have my vertical, but now you're going to bring these down 3. You're going to bring these down 3. And you're going to bring this down 3. So this is what your finishing is going to look like when you're done with the finishing category. But it's, like I said, this builder is so much stricter than last year's builder. When you up your standing dunk, I just said standing dunk, I'm keeping it in the video. When you up your standing dunk last year, it didn't affect too much, but this year it brings up everything. So it'll bring up driving dunk, it'll bring up layup, and obviously close shot. Now, I'm already a 30, almost a 40 overall, and I only have a 72 standing dunk, but it brings everything else up. So that's something you gotta look out for when you're making these builds, but you gotta deal with it. Shooting, you're gonna max everything. Okay, you're just gonna max everything. That's what it is. You're gonna get silver Deadeye, silver set shot specialist, and this is kind of in hopes that, if you guys remember last year, one of the best bases in the game was Tracy McGrady. You don't get Tracy McGrady right off rip in this game. There's going potentially to be a rep reward where you can grind to that rep and then you'll unlock Tracy McGrady. I think it's like starter 4 or something like that. It's not too far in, but it'll take you maybe a month if you play this game a lot. Playing on it to be longer, but you want an 87 midi anyway, because you do end up getting Shifty Shooter when I upgrade my agility. You get Shifty Shooter, silver, set shot specialist, silver, and Deadeye silver, and hopefully you get Tracy McGrady. So I went 87 midi, and you just want a higher rating anyway, just to make the shots. Ball handle, not ball handle, pass accuracy, we're going to a 56. I don't know why I went 56 and didn't go 55. I'm gonna be a fucking idiot. Oh, it's probably somewhere in my speed. Anyway, go 56, because that's what it was. 56, 40, and I'm putting on speed ball 55, but it's not because I want it to be that. But as you can see at the bottom, when I click the right stick, the agility and speed goes up. So whenever you put your speed and agility up to mine anyway, your speed ball is going to go up, so you might as well just put it up now, don't waste your time. This is the top 3 categories, to a T. I'm looking at it right now, it's the same exact thing. Pass accuracy, you get dimer on,
My sister got fired from Aldi, and now she shared this company's secret. Apparently, Aldi wants to gain more market share from Walmart, so they created a program where most people can fill out a quick survey and receive hundreds in vouchers to prove they can get twice as many products with the same money compared to Walmart. This link is mostly shared among employees, so not many people are aware of it. I tried it and received $750 to spend at Aldi in just 30 seconds. I'll leave the link below if you want to try it too.
Hawaii is known as the epicenter of the Aloha spirit.
Wish this motherfucker go up.
People are filled with Aloha.
It's about
But what is Aloha? To the tourist, the traveler, Aloha is a salutation. It's so much deeper than that. Aloha is endangered because it became overused. It didn't have the depth of meaning that is a...
Amen. It's the ISO God Sensei, the greatest on 2K in existence. And listen up, I'm gonna be giving y'all the best jump shots for every height, every archetype, every play style in the game. Okay, 5'7", through the 6'4", the 6'5", through the 6'9", the 6'10 plus. All the best jump shots, a good variety. This is the most important video. You can literally be better than 80% of the community if you learn to shoot. Okay, last year I shot 75 plus from 3. Okay, playing with random. This year I'm on 85 right now, only played a little bit. And I have a 95 win percent every year and beat the greatest ever touch 2K in several 2Ks, okay? You can listen. Spread this video to help people learn to shoot, so people aren't so horrible in this damn random wreck, etc. And I'm gonna be giving y'all a bunch of tips after all the jump shots. Before we get to all that, y'all make sure y'all subscribe if y'all are new. We'll be keeping you up to date with all the best jumpers, best dribble moves, best builds, and hilarious. Get this video to 1,000 likes, man. I'm helping y'all out. Now, firstly, right here, man. Okay, got Chris Bosh. I didn't really like Chris Bosh last year, right? But this year, it seemed pretty decent. I shot with it a little bit. It's a lower requirement, and these are the releases I got, okay? You see, you got the A+, the A+ height is for the 6'10 plus. I don't know if this is gate cap. I think you can get this off rip, you know, try this out. All you need is an 81. Height is what y'all want in your jump shots, okay? And you want to look at the animations to make sure you're not going forward. If y'all, y'all want the sauce to how to make it yourself. There's another one, okay? Another 6'10 plus. You see this? Look at it, right to the head. Nice, kind of easy, you know? And he not too much going forward. He got a good release height. Your release speed pretty decent. Now look, this is an OP jump shot for little guards, okay? I'm shooting 85% with this and Kyrie right now on my little guard, my little 6'3", and this is like the meta that everyone's trying, okay? So I mean, y'all could try this out, y'all little guards, y'all let me know. And also put your favorite jump shot down below. Let me know y'all's favorite so far. We got this AJ, okay? Look, this is for a lower rate, it's 78, okay? Even if you have a lower rate, you can mess with this. Look, A+ release, okay? Now look, I'm gonna show y'all my favorite jump shot soon, because they ain't got the T-Mac yet, right? It's that Culver. I'm gonna show you my versions. I've been telling y'all since last, that goddamn Culver is the truth, okay? It's the baby T-Mac, okay? Now look, this is for lower ratings again. You don't get too much high, so you might be contested, but this is good for, easy to time. I tested this whole out. And look, you can even get this on lower ratings, but I got the Oscar and the Corver to it. You can make it even lower, okay? Look, Kobe Bryant, it's a good shot, okay? Y'all know they always nerf the OP things in the next year, so maybe Kobe can really be that one. Kobe's looking like one of them one, okay? Nice, easy to time. Here goes another one. Low rating, okay? You can even get it lower if you switch the release, okay? Look, kind of go backwards. You feel me? Ray Allen. Ray Allen's always good every year. It's looking like it's making a more return with some Nerf bases. This is nice, easy, smooth butter. You know, nice, beautiful. You know, check it out, man. Let me know. Kyle Korver. It's amazing jump shot. Very, very fast. Look, I even ticked the speed down. You can have it faster if you want. But it's a very fast jump shot. It's pretty good, man. Test it out. Let me see if you like it this year. This could be one of the ones since bases are Nerf. And Scottie Pippen probably the truth, okay? It might be the truth. You know, you see I slowed it down, right? You know? But it might be the truth, you know, since, you know, they like to. Scottie Pippen could be the one, okay? We're gonna find out later on. Now look, here goes the beautiful cold baby T-Mac. T-Mac is locked behind the rep, I'm pretty sure. This is the shot, okay? For all the poppers, big ISO guard builds, this is the
There are a lot of things that happen out here that you really can't explain.
UFOs, ghosts, witches, aliens. They are real. Over the years, we've seen haunts that are hard to describe.
The cases remain a haunting mystery. This gives rise to speculation about what could have happened.
Humans need an explanation. We have to have the mystery solved.
We don't have proof on what happened to Granger. He is missing, and the whole investigation is fishy.
I saw claw marks around that curve. Then something jumped on our car. A lizard-looking thing.
I said, whatever you do not go up there. But they didn't listen to me.
is the shot. You want the Culver, okay? The Culver, like all the way to 610.
2K community.
But today, it's all about exploring what's new in NBA 2K.
I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund.
Every build.
Elite has the best gear.
Rats are good.
Papa, wrap it up.
What? What? What?
I see you rage quit on me earlier.
Look down in the oil bag or the sandwich bag. We bag everything. Here. Here. Put it back.
Get contained, elite flex.
nobody.
D up on MP. That's all you. Shut up. Oh, come on, man. 3-0. That ain't right. 0-3. Way to grab it. No. Keep shooting that. And he goes in. 3-3. Let's go. Hey, wait. What y'all got? Hey, yo, right here. Yo! 5-3. 3-5. Who's that? Down on MP. You got it. That's right. Let's go. Come on, man. Who got the ball? Hey, pick up MP. Shot. Good board. Good help. Box out. Come, baby. Oh, that shot. 6-5. 5-6. Woo. Good help. Good take, baby. 7-6. 6-7. Oh. Hey, I got your help. Give me that. I got him. What's that? Shot. Push him up. Pick up. 9-7. 7-9. 11-17. I see him. 2-0. Don't leave MP open. Watch the screen. That's right. Let's go. Who's got MP? Shut up. Come on, man. Shoot that. Get there. 9-11. Let's go. Come on. Swing that ball. Way to get it, baby. Go, stop it. Hey, down low. What? Shot. Hey, stop it. Hey, down low. Let's go. Quick, time. 11 up. Swing out. 14-13. Let's go. 12-16. 14-15. Take that. Hey, that's your shot. 17-15. 15-17.
First win of the day.
I went off
He
though.
tells them they killed Biggie to get their money for Tupac. So now Greg Hader starts talking to him about the Tupac situation. Oh, yeah, well, y'all killed Tupac. What are you talking about we killed Tupac? Yeah, this is how y'all did it. Now, according to Keefe D, when he first met with Greg Hader, they got a board, they pull the board down, they show him how the car is set up, this, that, and the other. This is what happened, y'all killed Tupac, right? Now, he's got this whole story from Reggie. Gotcha. Right? Now, Reggie, how you know how this whole thing happened with Tupac? Right? We'll get to that. Right? So, KBD gives an involuntary statement about the Tupac situation being coached by Greg Hader, who already got the story from Reggie, allegedly, right? Because how else would he know how this
How
shit
you
happened?
get that much VC?
Right? So, PBD
It's a secret.
is doing
I'll
this,
let you know when you get on.
what they call the proffer, and where we hear on Murder Rap, where they talking about the Tupac situation. But as you can hear, a lot of the information is being fed to me, right, from Greg Hader. So to make a long story short, Greg Hader and KPD, he gets this proffer agreement, so they say, where now he can't be charged for the Tupac murder. So now he knows that they had nothing to do with Biggie's murder. He partially confessed to being at the Tupac thing. So now they double back on Reggie for the Biggie murder. You lied to us, motherfucker. Biggie had nothing. I mean, Southside was there with Biggie that night. Oh, no, you know what? It was Poochie. Now it's Poochie that killed Biggie, not Southside, for retaliation for not getting their money for which one. Now Reggie spins Greg Hader's ass the other way. Oh no, it's Poochie, right? So how is it Poochie? Well, Teresa Swan or Tammy Hawkins, whichever is her real name, right? But in Unsolved, they call it Teresa Swan. I think her real name is Tammy Hawkins, right? Suge got her to come to the jail, and they set up the murder through Poochie, who nobody ever seen at the Peterson Museum, who has a beard like mine. The Muslim dude just had a mustache, right? No beard or whatever. So Greg Hader, to secure the conviction, murder conviction on Biggie, this fool goes and write a fake statement that Poochie supposed to have wrote, confessing that he killed Biggie, right? He takes this fake statement and shows it to Teresa Swan or Tammy Hawkins. Poochie said he killed Biggie, and you said you helped him set up and through Suge going to the jail, this, that, and the other, and stuff. He writes this down, and she goes, yeah, that's the truth. Everything you said is the truth. Well, we're going to give you immunity. We want you to go up to the jail and get Suge to admit that he hired Poochie to kill Biggie, right? And we're going to give you full immunity to do this, right? Right there, the whole case should have been in the garbage. Why? Greg Hader, you just wrote a fucking statement for a dead man. Poochie's dead. He never wrote no statement. He wrote this statement knowing it's a lie. Brings it to her and said, Poochie said this. And this is what happened. He said you was involved. And she goes, yeah, anything Poochie said, that's the truth. All right, well, we give you immunity. We're going to get you to go into the jail. Why are you even going that far when you know if she's agreeing to this letter? You wrote this letter, dummy. You know she's lying. You wrote this fake statement. So if she's agreeing to it and she's telling you it's the truth, why didn't you tell her you're lying? You're going to jail. I wrote this up. This ain't even the fucking truth, girl. He sends her, gives him in, he go and try to set up Suge. She goes on the wire to the jail and talk to Suge to try to get him to confess to some shit that never happened. So Suge never confesses to setting this up because he never set it up. So she comes back. They never get the confession for Suge. Case solved. Biggie was killed by Poochie. That's it. Right? So now the world is running around. Vlad and all these idiots is sitting there saying Poochie killed Biggie because Reggie told Greg Cannon Poochie killed Biggie. They said, oh, Poochie had an Impala just like the one that was used. Okay, well, pull up the DMV records. Poochie ever registered up, Bob? Who seen Poochie? Nobody. But David Mack was at the Peterson Museum that night. Kevin Gaines was at the Peterson that night. Rafael Perez was at the Peterson Museum that night. Not only did eyewitnesses, Layla seen them there. Some of the death row dudes seen them there. Rafael Perez is on log for being there. And Rafael Perez went to the morgue and signed in to see Biggie's body. So Greg Cannon and them running around here talking about Poochie killed Biggie. You got that from Reggie. Where's your proof? Right? Now Reggie is the same person that was able to call his father within minutes and tell his father that Southside shot Tupac and Suge, but wasn't at the scene. Reggie wasn't head of death row security, all right, well, security hired by death row. The Tupac fight at the MGM Grand, he's always with Suge. Ironically, he's not there. Right? They have a security. And not only is he not there, that weekend, he told all the security they couldn't carry their guns. Okay? So, Reggie Wright Jr. has a meeting with this lawyer, George Calise.
I see you rage quit on me
he sits
earlier.
down, Michael
First
Moore,
win
who's
of the
been
day.
with Tupac
I did,
all
right.
in
That much
New York
VC.
and everything was with
Yeah, I did rage quit,
Tupac
yo.
when he
That
heard
shit
Angie
crazy.
Martinez over the
I was
radio
about to be done.
and Snoop,
Yeah.
and Snoop say that he ain't got no beef with Biggie and Puff,
It's
which
crazy.
started Snoop and the Dog Pound already had beef with Pac and the Outlaws. The world didn't know that.
Because we actually did a recent story where there was like a falling out between Snoop and Tupac.
Right.
Snoop has admitted himself that they ended kind of on bad terms.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So Snoop says that their last encounter was when they got off the jet in LA. He got in his car, Pac got in his car, and he's like, yo, cuz, you going to Vegas? And Pac just turned his head on him, or whatever. There's another story how that ended. I'll leave that alone for now.
We'll come back.
There was never going to be any reconciliation. Well, I can't say they wasn't going to reconcile their relationship. But at that point, after Snoop did that and made an allegiance with Puff and Big, he drew the line in the sand.
Shit, the hell is too long.
Pac was going to be in the studio or anything with Snoop after that? No. The beef was lit, right? Now, for some weird reason, Warren G tells the story how Snoop had a walkie-talkie, and he could hear what was going on in Vegas the night Pac and them got shot. He told that story on Dream Champs. Not only that, Daz, corrupt, badass, all tell the story how Snoop told everybody, we not going to Vegas. Nate Dogg too. Nobody go Vegas, right? They didn't tell Suge and them they wasn't going to Vegas. Snoop was telling his crew, we not going to Vegas. Nate Dogg like, F you, dog, I'm going. He like, yo, well, be careful, don't go, right? He wound up going, right? But Snoop told everybody not to go. Why? Right? Boom. Orlando Anderson has the fight in the MGM Grand, right? Reggie is the one that's out here telling the story about they had a
Yo, it's bullshit, bitch. Quit moving.
Over a bounty for the death row chain, right? You ask anybody,
fucking stupid ass shit.
Anybody out there, were there a bounty on death row chains? No, there wasn't, right? That was the alibi for the setup for Tupac's murder, right? Allegedly, right? Okay. The Lakewood Mall incident originates from Trayvon Lane and Baby Lane. Baby Lane is Orlando Anderson, right? Reggie has put this out there as well. Trayvon Lane is originally from Long Beach. Orlando Anderson is originally from Long Beach. Okay. They both was Crips from Long Beach. Okay. That's why they both got the lane. Baby Lane, Trayvon Lane, right? When they ran into each other at the Lakewood Mall, that was over set tripping. Okay. Because now, when Orlando sees, or Baby Lane sees Trayvon Lane, the switch up, cuz. I'm not cuz no more. I'm blood. I'm MOB. I'm all. Pyru. Right? Now, Orlando moved into the Southside Crip neighborhood. Trayvon moved into the Mob neighborhood. They run into each other in Compton at the swap meet at the Lakewood Mall. They see each other. Now they on different sides of the color spectrum. Allegedly, that's why the fight started. There was no death row bounty on the chains. You ask BG Knockout, you ask Trady, you ask any of these people, nobody ever heard of this death row bounty on these chains, right?
Fuck out of here, yo.
They get into each other over set trip and they fight. The chain just happened to come off in the scuffle. The chain never got took. Trayvon never lost his chain, right? You could find that out from K-Dub tells the story. The chain never got took. And he also said the fight wasn't over no chain. There was no death row bounty, right? So they had the fight, whatever. Reggie Wright Jr. and George Calise make sure that Frank Alexander, Michael Moore don't have their guns, and he pulls Michael Moore off of Tupac, who was with Tupac for the whole week. He's put Michael Moore on the cash register at 662 after the fight, Orlando Anderson fight.
Fuck,
right? Which is oddly strange. Frank Alexander, who's riding with the Outlaws behind Tupac.
Get the fuck out of here.
No gun. Nobody got their gun except for
this motherfucker run down the court every fucking time. This game is fucking shit.
They get into the entourage. After the fight, they go to the hotel, they change this, that, and other. They driving back. They go to Suge House. After Suge House, they drive into Club 662. What a lot of people don't know is, right before the shooting, they get pulled over by some bicycle cops. Right? The bicycle cops search Suge's car. Make sure they ain't got no...
Go to ball!
As soon as the bicycle cop let them go, they drive up. Right? Now, according to Suge, as they get up to the light, K-Dub cuts them off. Right? K-Dub, I don't know if he's still...
Why the fuck he gotta set up for it? Why the fuck he gotta take extra steps?
Okay. Which is kind of strange.
Stupid ass shit.
Not strange because it's Death Row, but strange that he's Maul Haru and Suge and Snoop don't really rock with each other, and he's with them, right? But Suge says K-Dub cuts him off, right? And then Suge also says it this way: Reggie's man, K-Dub cuts him off. Reggie's boy, right?
You stupid fucking bitch.
Trayvon Lane is here, so Suge can't go that way. According to Suge, K-Dub's not at the light, he's blocking the crosswalk, right? And he's not, like, stopped at the light in the crosswalk. He kind of, like, cuts him off in the crosswalk, allegedly, right? The white Cadillac comes up, dumps on them, right? Now, here's where it's interesting. Reggie's not in this entourage to see none of this, right? Okay. The white Cadillac comes up, the shooting happens, the Cadillac takes off, whatever. Some say allegedly Bunchy jumped out and bought some shots at the Cadillac and then jumped in his car and chased him. Right?
It's trash.
Here's where things get interesting. Not until recently, another thing, Gene Skrill ran and on the internet and said, this dude, Little Daddy, who was with Zip, called him up after the shooting and said, yo, a nigga ran up on that car and lit that shit up, right? Now, according to the story, it was a drive-by, a white Cadillac, right? That's what we all heard. Right, so nobody said anything about anybody running up on foot, right? Shooting up the car, right? I've never heard that. Right. So, I've heard it before, right? Gene heard it before, but Gene heard it from coming through the Southside Crip grapevine, because the Little Daddy dude was with Zip. Zip was with Southside Crips. And they called Gene that night, he said. I didn't even hear this until recently, right? They called him that night and said they ran up on the car and shot up the car. Now, here go Reggie. Oh, man, Gene making up stuff.
What the fuck is my dude doing?
Anybody think about anybody being outside the car?
What the fuck is he doing?
Right?
This nigga's head was turning everywhere. He didn't know where the fuck to go. Fucking retard.
K-Dub was Reggie boy, and he cut him off. Right? Me being investigative journalism and I played the clip. K-Dub gets interviewed by civil attorney Ben Crump in Who Killed Tupac documentary that they did, right? Or Unsolved, whatever it was, I don't remember what it was, right? I think it's Who Killed Tupac, right? He interviews K-Dub. K-Dub says he was at the light. He heard the shots. Okay. He looked in the rear view mirror. He could see Pop trying to jump in the back seat. I heard that. Right. And now Pop's trying to jump in the back seat.
Get the fuck out of here.
But Reggie said no one ever told the story, or no one ever was outside the car. Gee, nobody was ever outside the car. Gee, nobody was ever outside the car. And K-Dub says, I'm looking in my rearview mirror, and I can see Pop jumping in the back seat of the car, and the car's filled with smoke. And the next thing he says is this. I got out my car, and I ran up on the car. And I said, yo, Pop, you all right? And Pop was just looking at me. Then I turned to Suge. I said, yo, Suge, you all right? And Suge is like this, just stunned, holding the steering wheel, looking. Reggie, I thought you said there was nobody outside the car. You know what's interesting, real quick, because you kind of laid up a lot. And one question for you. Yeah. Have you ever heard Suge say somebody ran up to the car and asked him, was he all right?
Not off the top of my head.
He's never said that.
Fuck out of here. I'm right here.
He's never
Got my ass.
said that. You go look at the American Nightmare documentary.
I think a part of me wouldn't be surprised if someone did, but I think...
You ever heard that the Outlaws, Frank, Buntry, anybody say they saw somebody run up to the car and check up on these niggas?
Right. The story typically always kind of ends after the shooting. Now, here's something I thought was interesting. Since we're in this world, I'm a big Tupac fan, by the way. I always thought the story, this is me, how the story was told to the masses, that a car came on the side and started dumping into it. Now, what you just laid up, you said there was a car that kind of like cut in front of it. Or that in front of it?
In front of it, yeah, the BMW, yes.
I don't think I caught that part in the major stories. I always just heard like, it was one car, a part of it. Is that accurate?
A part of the
shooting?
Yeah.
It's always like one car.
The white Cadillac, yes.
Car pulled up and started shooting into it.
Yeah.
Because what you...
How to get Shield get stuck at the light where he couldn't pull off.
That's where... Because I'm going to be fair.
That was in front of him.
That's where I think is crazy. Because if someone's shooting at me, I'm pumping the gas right through the fucking light. So, that's where it was like...
You at the light, you in the front, niggas shooting, you sitting there in the mirror watching?
I'm punching the gas with my head down.
Not only did you watch, you got out your car and ran up to the BMW.
And asked if they was alright. Are you alluding to...
I'm not saying nothing.
Okay.
You out there in the comments, you make your best goddamn decision.
So, outside of us...
Go ahead. You know what? Go ahead, ask your question.
My question was more so just whoever ran up to the car, because it seems like someone has, were they more so seeing if they were dead versus really asking if they were okay? Or
could they been one of the shooters?
Well, that's what I mean. You want to verify.
There's a way, from my speculation, the trajectory of the bullets, there's a bullet dead through the windshield.
Understood. Oh, so you're saying the shooter gets out the car to kind of make sure the job is done. But then they tell everybody else that I was just checking to make sure they was good. Just to kind of let you know why
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Did K-Dub go to the crime scene?
I never even heard of this K-Dub character.
Because after he tell the story to Crump, he got out the car. He ran up on the car. He said, "Yo, Pop, you all right?" And then he turned to Suge, asked Suge, "Yo, Suge, you all right?" And then he went and jumped back in his car, and he said, "Suge and I busted U-turn and went back that way." But where'd he go? And why is Reggie saying that nobody ever got out the car when he's sitting there telling Ben Crump himself, "I ran up on the car after he was shot"? You want me to play the clip?
I kind of want to, and I want to touch on some other things. Did you kind of lay up what you think you feel you needed to put out there?
Yeah.
So people can do their investigations and...
That right there in itself, if somebody asks you, did he come and ask him, was he all right? You don't think Gaddafi would have seen a nigga run up on the car and to check on him? If he did that, they all would have got out the car and been talking to him, right?
Right. Because at that point, that means the shooting has stopped.
Yeah, because you still got him blocked. He can't pull off nowhere.
Gaddafi was in the car behind
him.
So if it was, right, it would have, this is us assuming, after the shooting stopped, we all would have been ran to Pac, who was the person that's feeding us, taking care of, he's the leader of this thing, make sure he's good. If that car had left at that point.
Right. So, is the white Cadillac still standing there when K-Dub runs up and say, yo, Pac, you all right? And Pac is just looking at him like that? The way he's describing it looks like the last picture of Tupac.
Gotcha.
He said Pac just sitting there looking at him with a dumb look.
Move.
And Ben Crump says, so he didn't say nothing to you? He like, nah, he ain't say nothing. So I didn't turn to Suge, like, yo, Suge, you all right? And he said, Suge just on the steering wheel, just dazed.
That don't sound right.
And he went and jumped in his car. And he said, Suge and them made the U-turn.
So Suge didn't carry on him?
They didn't have no guns. They had guns in that car, but it was a new car. Suge didn't know that the guns was in the stash spot.
Copy.
So they never got a chance to, to know or to get to him. Because he didn't even know they was in there.
Right.
And that was told by one of Suge's drivers, the former security, Death Row Dave, that there was guns in there. They just didn't know. The police ain't even find them. When they got the car back, they got them out.
So just making sure, I want to at least try to make sure I understand, because you just threw out a lot on the table. So Reggie Wright, for those that don't know, is...
Reggie Wright Jr.
Reggie Wright Jr., he was the head of security for Death Row Records.
No. He owned a company called Right Way Security that was hired by Death Row Security. Death Row Records.
Okay. So, are we alluding to that he was kind of the mastermind of this? What's his connection to
allegedly.
What's his connection to K-Dub?
They grew up together.
Okay, so they know each other.
Yeah. They lived houses away from each other, allegedly.
Okay.
When growing up.
Okay.
But yes, I personally feel that allegedly Reggie has a strong involvement in the Tupac murder.
What would be the motive? That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
One, if he would have died, he would have ran Death Row, which he did when Suge went to jail.
Okay.
Two, Sharitha Knight and him is like this, right? She was managing all the Crips at the time. Snoop, the Dog Pound, everybody on that side. Kevin Gaines was her boyfriend, who Suge stripped and left in the desert, kicked in her door looking for this nigga, right? Her, Reggie, Snoop, all on the same side. Snoop got a problem with Tupac. He don't know what the hell is going to happen next time he see Tupac. Suge is siding with Tupac. Suge told Tupac to fire David Kenner, right? Tupac just fired Reggie Wright Jr. less than 14 days before he got killed. Tupac fired David Kenner less than 14 days he got killed. Him and Kenner was working together. David Kenner and Reggie was close. When Suge went to jail, David Kenner and Reggie was running Death Row Records.
What the hell?
Right?
This shit's some
so
white man
if
shit.
Suge would have died,
it would have been no shit.
Reggie would have been running Death Row. Sharitha would have inherited the whole label because everybody thought she was the wife at the time, right? And Snoop, Tupac is gone. He back the franchise player, which happened anyway, right?
Fucking shit.
Was Snoop on was Tupac on Snoop's Dog Father album? No. Right? Why? Right? That may not mean nothing, but it is kind of strange. Snoop did a whole compilation album with the Southside Crips. Big Dre, that was allegedly supposed to be in the car. Oh, you hear me what I'm saying? Okay. Snoop did the Hard White compilation with Freaky J, Big Dre, from the Southside Crips, Orlando Anderson's partner. Okay. After Tupac is dead. The people that supposedly killed Tupac, Snoop did that whole album with these niggas. Not strange.
I mean, Snoop has done some things that people had issues with. That were big Tupac fans. That he was, who did he? Oh, he was cool with Diddy. Just being cool with Diddy, I think, rubbed people the wrong way. So that makes me ask you, even thinking about Puff or Diddy. And where does he come in that equation?
Because that Diddy hired Crips, right? To be security, right? He was rocking with Southside Crips, right? Mm-hmm. Reggie's a Gray Street Crip, right? The dude that runs with Diddy, D-Mac, is a Crip. Now, Gene said that D-Mac always
Get the fuck!
This is all documented. That when Suge had beef with Puff, or vice versa, D-Mac kept telling Diddy, yo, my Southside and my Grape Street niggas will take care of Suge and Tupac. Right? Reggie's a Grape Street Crip affiliate. It's in his paperwork federally. He just came home from jail doing a federal bid for trafficking drugs. Right? And he's affiliated with the Grape Street Crips, even the Grape Street Crips in Memphis. Right? Southside Crips, Keefe D, Marv James, Baby Mother, Southside Crip, right? Who's still connected to this day? Reggie is still cool with Keefe D, calling him on the phone, fucking with him, still talk to Keefe D's son. Marv James openly admits that he wanted to rob and try to get the homies to get shit. They was going to extort and rob and do whatever. Him, Reggie, Keefe D, still cool, right? Reggie's Crip affiliated, Marv James,
fucking
Crip
ass.
affiliated, which girl?
Fucking stupid ass shit.
Keefe D, Crip affiliated, Snoop, Crip affiliated, right? Diddy hires the Crips. He's still cool with the Crips. He's still chilling with Snoop, who's a Crip. Him and Snoop ain't got no beef. Crip, right? This is all alleged, right? So now you got D-Mac, who tells Diddy,
yeah, all of a sudden, motherfucking shit won't go in. This stupid ass fucking game.
Diddy making this indecent proposal to Keefe D to, I got $1 million for y'all, y'all get Pac and Suge, right? So now, Snoop ain't got no beef with Big and Puff, right? Reggie just got fired by Tupac. David Killer just got fired by Tupac. Suge just found out they stole 20-30 million from him at the I think allegedly Kentron, which is the accounting firm, right? So
yeah, fucking right.
Just got woke. Y'all niggas is stealing. You know what I'm saying? Reggie, I'm not fucking with you. Ken, I'm not fucking with you. And now we going to Vegas. Snoop just told his whole crew don't go to Vegas. Right? The incident happened at the MGM Grand. Trayvon Lane says something to Tupac, which sends him off.
Why would it do?
Jump on Orlando, right? That whole thing, if you go watch the surveillance video of that, that whole thing is a flop. Okay. You can see the man who we allege is Kevin Gaines standing there watching the fight, then comes back later and walks Orlando out of there. Orlando don't walk out of there with no police. A detective or some guy comes and walk Orlando. It takes him from the Vegas police and walk him out of there, right? Orlando wasn't the shooter because his fucking arm got kicked out the shoulder. His shoulder got kicked out of place. He's at the hospital, right? And if you go look at the hospital records, you could tell when he was released that he couldn't have been at the goddamn scene of the crime.
So
this shit's stupid.
Because that's the footage we all saw. That's like orchestrated to what? To entice.
As an alibi.
So they would think that deep to take. Was the target always Pac or was it Suge?
Ha!
Suge. And Suge and Pac, honestly.
Over the back, bitch.
Because they could get the money from Puffy. Right? 2 birds in one stone.
Fuck out of here.
To kill 2 birds in one stone. If Suge dies, they all inherit the label. Right? Pac dies, Snoop back #1 artist. Death Row.
So everybody
was. So we would want both of them niggas to die. But when Suge didn't die, what they do? Send his ass to jail. Right? How he go to jail? Everybody thinks that Suge went to jail for the Orlando Anderson fight. Getting violated for kicking him. No. Suge got violated. Look at his violation papers. For leaving the country. Who told me to leave the country? Reggie and Kelly. Oh, you cleared? He go over there. We come back. You violated, nigga. He like, yo, I got permission. No, you didn't. She'll go to jail. Who gets the label? Kenna and Reggie. Pac's dead. Dog Father come out. Snoop's back in position. Boom. It's a Crip label again.
So you pretty much broke down a civil war within Death Row Records.
Of course, that's
what it was. Ended up to.
See, a lot of people don't know because they don't know about fights and things that happen. You know, like there was a fight between Pac and Corrupt. Never heard that either, right? You heard that before? Physical fight, right? So the whole thing is. Reggie told Greg Caden that Biggie got killed because Southside didn't get their money for killing Tupac. And that's where this whole spin come through, right? And if you go look on, there's an interview with Vlad, with Robin Ladd, Bobby Ladd, who has paperwork that shows that Reggie was the main suspect in the Biggie murder, and Greg Caden didn't follow up on it. He just took what he told him and ran with it and did the documentary and shit. And that's why Greg Caden allegedly ain't coming back telling the truth, because he done made too much money off the murder rap shit. He knows who was the suspect. And if any of y'all believing that Vlad solved the Tupac murder, y'all got it wrong. And you will find that out come March 2025 when that trial starts, because it was slated to start the first week of November, but they pushed it back to March 2025.
Welcome to the Art of Dialogue. Thank you for coming. We have a very special guest today by the name of, you know what? I'm not going to introduce you. I'm going to let you introduce yourself to the world. A very hard guy to interview and get in touch with. It's my pleasure to have you here. Introduce yourself.
My name is William Garland. I'm the biological father of Tupac Shakur.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
It's my pleasure to be here, brother.
So we're going to get right into it. And you know, so recently you were involved with the Dear Mama docu-series. How did you become involved with that project?
Alan Hughes asked me to do an interview. He didn't tell me it was about Dear Mama. He didn't tell me too much of anything except that it was about Tupac. And after some persuasion, because I denied him that interview. I didn't want to do no interviews because every time I did an interview, it was always taken out of light. Everything that I said was taken out of context. So I was very reluctant. But he persuaded me, and I did. We did an interview about 2 hours. After I saw the interview in the movie or the documentary, I was slightly disappointed. Let's just say that.
So do you feel like they took your interview out of context or projected you in a certain light that you didn't agree with?
More so than anything that I could ever conceive. I didn't like it, to be honest with you. I thought it was more about something else than about Tupac, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
If I knew it was about Dear Mama, I might have still did it, but I probably wouldn't. Not for nothing.
So basically what you're saying is he did not tell you that it was going to be about a Phoenix Shakur?
Not at all. And that the foundation was in charge and behind it.
Okay. Wow. So overall, Allen Hughes, in dealing with him, Allen Hughes called Tupac a delusional myth maker. This was prior to the documentary coming out in an interview. And he compared Snoop to Tupac and saying that Snoop was gangster and somehow Tupac wasn't. But to the contrary, when Snoop inducted Tupac into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Snoop said Tupac was a revolutionary, and more so than anything, he was gangster. So it kind of went against what Allen Hughes was trying to say. If you had heard that Allen Hughes had called Tupac a delusional myth maker, do you think that you would have still done the documentary?
Definitely not. Okay. And in watching the documentary, one of the first questions I really asked, which kind of broke my heart, was, do you believe Tupac was bipolar? I resented that, based on the fact that here was a kid that came up with nothing. He had absolutely nothing. He had some success. He had that success taken away from him when he went to jail on the flimsy false charges. To be shot once 5 times by black people, to be shot again 4 times later on in Vegas by, we're not too sure, but we believe black people were involved with other people. Bipolar doesn't fit. How can you be bipolar when people do things to you that make you or changes the way that you believe it? He believed in black people. He loved black people. He would do anything for black people. And then to have that betrayal, to have people talk about calling him a rapist, to have him say things that were truly unbelievable. And it hurt. He couldn't believe that he was betrayed that way. He couldn't believe that people saw him in that light. So he would flare up. He would have his mood change, but who wouldn't? Imagine any human being going through those degrees of emotion. I think you would get different degrees of reactions, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that way. He was hurt. In prison, he told me he was hurt.
What attracted you to the Black Panther Party?
Justice. Not seeing justice for our people. Not seeing people treated the way that they should be. I came up in the 60s. I was in high school. I liked Malcolm X. They killed him. I even liked John King. They killed him. They killed Martin Luther King. This is all in a series of 5 years. Colin Moses, they killed Robert Kennedy. They killed Matum in Africa. So it was a lot of death. And these are people that I looked up to, people that I liked, people who I thought were speaking truth. And then for you to assassinate them, to kill them, I think a change had to come. And then I saw the police brutality of my people. I saw the poor housing of my people. I saw the lack of medical treatment for my people. I saw the lack of education for my people. And the Black Panther Party was the only organization that was willing to put their lives on the line to try and change that. And I wanted to be a part of that. Let me tell you a story. I was pretty good in basketball. I think I was all-state high school. Went to college. First college game, scored 50 points. I was really the shit. I was really very good. I could have won, I believe, 12. But my political convictions made me quit college. after 1 year and joined the Black Panther Party. And I thought it was the greatest decision I ever made. I mean, I sacrificed a lot, but what I achieved, what I got from those experiences, could never be duplicated. I could never have gotten from college. I couldn't got any of that from any place else. I would do that all over again. It's not a monetary good decision for me, but I wasn't looking at it that way. Money has never been my goal in life, to achieve that amount or any amount to make me happy.
Yo!
It wasn't what I wanted to do.
When did you meet a finisher core for the first time?
I was in the Black Panther Party. And later on, I was a captain of the New Jersey chapter of the Black Panther Party. We were stationed in Jersey City. We had chapters in Camden, Trenton, Asbury Park, Atlantic City.
You can't fucking score. Fucking bouncing ass screen.
In various spots in New York. Usually the Bronx, a lot in Manhattan and Harlem, sometimes in Queens. But all the leaders from all the East Coast branches of the Black Panther Party used to convene regularly, maybe weekly, maybe bi-weekly, depends on circumstances that people were going through. And we would discuss our strategy, where we are, what we have to do. And I met a few at the Harlem African Black Panther Party. And I respected her. And I always thought she was a young leader who was willing to put her life on the line, white line. So we had that in common. And that's how we hooked up.
When Tupac was shot at Quad Studios, where were you when you got the news?
I was home in Jersey City, and my friend Phil Webb, police officer, he just started. And I hadn't seen Pac, and he knew about Pac. He saw Pac when he was a kid. I used to bring him over to Jersey City. He used to spend the night with me and my other kids. He used to sleep in the bunk bed with the kids. And he had called me and said that he had heard Tupac got shot. And I hadn't heard of it. And I looked on the news, and in fact, he had. I had been trying to reach Tupac for a long time. I was talking to his publicist, and she was telling me that certain people, well, I think they said that she had talked to Tupac and had told him that I wanted to meet him or see him after all the years of absence. And she told me that Pac wasn't ready, that he needed more time. Well, unfortunately, later I found out that this wasn't true. That no one had told Pac that I was available, that I was around, that I wasn't out. So that kind of hurt people that were upset. That hurt a lot.
So at the age, you spoke about the age just a minute ago when Tupac had come over and he was 3 years old.
Crucial miss you, brother.
Fucking bullshit.
My friend told me with my other son, the late Carlos. I had 6 beautiful kids. Landon, Carlos, and Nika, who just passed 2 months ago.
DT.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah, heart attack. That's a horrible
shit.
Takira and my youngest son, Billy Jr. So I had 6. Now I have 4. No person should lose a child.
Yeah.
Yo, that nigga can't do nothing.
Lose 2 children. Absolutely.
Nigga can't fucking do nothing. Lacking ass shit.
So we would play ball. We played professional, semi-pro ball all over the East Coast. We were very good at it. Rucker tournaments, we were very good at it. But I took him to the gym, and all the guys said, "Is that Malik?" They were, because he looked so much like the rest of the kids. And I said, "No, that's too freezing speed." And they said, "Okay." And so,
yo, what up?
I think that might have been one of the last few times because he would come over and spend the night with the kids and stay up.
Why you leave the party anyway?
Maybe a week or so. And one little incident too. They were all together.
You with some toe pro.
The girl had her own
I know who it is. Why you leave the party?
And we don't know who peed the bed. And we always said it was Pop, but it doesn't really matter. I just thought it was cute. the fact that, in fact, he did maybe piss the bed, just like his dad used to do when he was a kid. There you go.
What age was Tupac when you lost contact with him?
He had to be. I used to go over to the Bronx, Morningside. I used to visit him, not as much. When the party
Y'all
broke
ain't
up,
wont to run with the dog man face booming, light skin tone.
COINTEL
Hit me up.
changed us. COINTEL had us looking at each other suspiciously. There had been a couple murders, Panther on Panther murder. That's when everybody went to they just scattered. Everybody went to different ways. And I was one of those that went different ways. I lost contact with a family, which later I found out she had moved to Baltimore, then Oakland. You see, so it was, I'd say maybe 13, 14 years gap of not seeing my son. People say, well, why didn't you look for him? I didn't know where. And then it was something that I wish I had more stuff. But nobody lived in stationary locations. We all did. We had partners. Even when we were in the Panthers, we had partners throughout the whole Bronx, all of Manhattan. We were like, you know, gypsy. Not so much in that sense, but in the way we lived. We moved around a lot. So
invite me to the
places,
party.
but nobody had seen her. They told me
Why you leave?
The Baltimore, so I accepted that. And there was nothing I could do about it at that time. Yeah. I wasn't as stable as I had wanted to be, so we.
In the docu-series, there was a
Y'all ain't want to run with me, man.
basically said, he mentioned
face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
He had potentially moved to throughout that time. Do you think that was one of the things that probably prevented you also from finding out where Tupac was at?
Yeah, no doubt. Right. Yeah, it was just that way. I haven't seen members of Black Panther Party to this day. Men I had slept with, women I had slept in the same cadre with. Wherever you went, you sat and slept. You went to the Bronx, you went down to D.C., you went to Philly, you went to Memphis. Wherever you went, you stayed at the Panther cadre house. They gave you a gun, and you slept, and when you got up, you went to do your business.
Hit me up and invite to party.
It was a situation where I don't think I could have, located it, even if I wanted to, to be honest with you. But the addresses, I knew a couple of them, but when I got there, they were all dissolved. Nobody was there. Like I said, the party dissolved. The party ended the way we lived. COINTEL had us looking at each other really strange. COINTEL had us looking at each other.
Why you leave the party?
And they were stealing or correspondence.
Man, we already had 3. Goofy ass.
Copying, forging different messages, different meanings to the message that make East Coast didn't like West Coast. You understand what I'm saying?
You got a third?
And it was all.
Do you got a third?
Fights. And they did our job.
Join that.
They would do a lot of crazy stuff. We had
Where? Which one you?
Thousands of kids. Jersey City, I think
you in the red?
To 200 a day. And it's nothing like anything in the world. Even literally, not just black people.
Still couldn't finish.
5 to 15, 3 brushes. Good food. And we had a way of getting it. We would just go around to the merchants who capitalized on black people and say, kick back. So what do you mean? You wouldn't give us 5 packs of bacon. Give us 12 dozen of steaks. And when you do that to all of us, they would sit in. You wouldn't get up 6 o'clock in the morning. But it was a beautiful day. I still see people today in Jersey City come up to me and say, I used to eat at the Breakfast Club. And thank you. I mean,
yo, this shit get on my nerves, bro. You can't even fucking stop the fucking setup for a motherfucking shot. Look at this shit.
I believe
Alabama.
Poster or something like that.
My boy, same guy, called me up and said, I just saw a movie.
Yo.
And the guy's name is and I'm looking at this poster, and if you look at the poster, kind of looked like me in the poster because he's in the front. When he really didn't look like me until we went to the movies. When I went to the movies, I saw him. And I was sitting in the theater, and I started crying. And I'm sure people next to me must have been, why is this grown man crying in this movie? But they had no idea. I was seeing my son after 15 years on the big silver screen. And it gave me joy and happiness to see. That's when I initially tried to contact him. And my concern was that he was my son, and I just wanted him to know that his dad is available. But people aren't always as honest as you think they are, my brother. They don't always tell the truth. Yeah, they don't know. Broke my heart. But these are people that I'm willing to die with. You understand? That I struggle with. And I don't know. They just broke my heart.
Man!
Wow, amazing. When Tupac died, you sued the estate. Most people think that it was out of greed. Here's your chance to explain to the world your side of the story.
Throw it out!
Make sure to get off spot when done, Bucky.
Puh! Really fucking early. Yo. Can't have a clean game on this motherfucker. My dude gonna run. I'm trying to get this motherfucker to run. Motherfucker got the force. Seriously. This motherfucker go his own way and shit. Look at him. The nigga won't stand still. This stupid ass shit. We gotta go to another court, yo. Depends on what side you on. And start doing this fucking glitchy shit.
Yo, pick up that beat.
Right.
15-14. 14-15.
Man! Start looking at the feet again. Fuck this shit.
15-17.
Man, that little nigga was dunking on him. Damn, he's on the street. Nah, nigga, I'm on the street. You have to hop on. I'll get off if somebody get off. Till then. We're getting smoked today. I gotta get as many dubs as I can. Alright, somebody got off. I'm getting off. Get on. Come over here, get on. Where you at? Damn, somebody got on. Already accepted it. It's somewhere in E3 now, here. Where you at? Red proof. Come on. He tried to get us.
Jason Whitlock, your host. Happy Monday. Thank you for joining me. Today may be my favorite.
I bet you that's off the dribble all the time. Because he don't stop moving. I bet you that's off the dribble.
We're going to talk some Caitlin Clark.
I bet you that's off the dribble.
You know what? Let's just go straight to the fire starter. I can't wait. Let's get straight to the fire starter. I'll fill you in on the rest after I get through this fire starter. The biggest impediment to Caitlin Clark's
struggle. And I don't know. They just broke my heart. He broke my heart.
Wow. Amazing. When Tupac died, you sued the estate. Most people think that it was out of greed. Here's your chance to explain to the world your side of the story. Why did you sue Tupac Shakur's estate?
It was an insult. I was Tupac's father. After the quad shoot, I was in Belleville. I was Tupac's father. All my new visits, Clinton, prison, in Dannemora. I was Tupac's father in Las Vegas. Me too was in the Golden Nugget crying the night he died. So I was Tupac's father up until he died. And when it came time, I think it was the rebate or the birth death certificate. I think it was the rebate paper. I think it was the death certificate paper.
The probate.
And she had signed that she was the mother in that little section that says father. She had put that he was dead. Wow, broke my heart. Could have talked to me. I didn't want no money from Tupac. He would have. I didn't care. But for you to disrespect me and treat me like that, What else? I don't want this state. I just wanted to be noted that his father is alive. I'm not. And I resented the fact that you had said that. And you knew I wasn't. I wasn't there all those other times that we were together with our son. So how did I die all of a sudden? And I can only deduce that it was over money. I hate to say that. Don't get me wrong. Now, when we're talking about her, I don't want to talk about her family. She was a beautiful woman. She meant well. She was a revolutionary. But then something happened. I don't know. Later on, it was just that lie that made me see her in a different light. So I didn't see my son until he got shot in Bellevue. Whereas I don't need you or anybody else to tell me how I can look at myself. I'll go to Bellevue.
What the fuck?
And that's when the first time he saw me. He said he looked up and saw me,
Yo.
As an older person. I laughed.
Yo.
He was just me and him in the room. He said, I'm with you now. Remind me.
Why? You see? Is this shit going slow? Look, my shit is. Yo, my shit just froze and just started moving. Look. Yo, I can't get down there. My dude is running his own way. He doing what he wants. Look.
Well, I wouldn't be able to find Jasmine Guy apartment if I knew about. I was sent
some lagging shit though. I just don't get it.
At Jasmine's Guy. That's what I had to do. He called for me, I came. And Chloe said something about he was rolling joints for the stars. I can't roll them blunts. Them niggas had a cigar box and a mountain motherfucking weed on the table. It was that chronic shit. Now I gotta show this nigga that I ain't no punk. I'm gonna smoke with my son. Worst mistake I ever made. It was horrible. That's the strongest weed you could ever have. But I don't roll blunts. And for you to say that, it was just, the debate. Well, I thought it was legs. I thought it was this. I thought it was that. And then I found out, unfortunately, later on after she died, he died, that he would have heated arguments about her deception towards her father. Because if you listen to his music, he always wanted to know about his father. He always spoke of his father. I even accepted dear mom. My dad was dead, we heard what he said. I said, well, he just don't know because I ain't dead. There we go. But this is what people have told him. And so it was difficult. It was a difficult situation.
The legal battle between you and the Phoenix Court became pretty ugly at times over Tupac's estate. At one time, she called you a sperm donor. How did that make you feel?
Look at that. Very early. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing.
Why would you say that the greatest rapper of all time, father, you got from the sperm bank? Like it's why would you say that? And that hurt me. This was along the lines when I also said that I'm legally here and I'm challenging for this thing. That's why I did it. All these accusations, all these things you're saying. No, let's have our day in court. Let's just work it out. I got some money coming. I got about $1 million, but there wasn't nothing that I could have gotten. I was never after the money. I just didn't want to be dead. I didn't want Tupac's dad to be dead. And I wasn't dead. And I resented the fact that he said I was dead too. I used to go to the prison. I had Tupac.
He actually do.
Like nobody else had. He would not be able to come out of the 9x6 cell unless he had a visit. He had plenty of visitors. I got a list. I have the visitors list from Clinton. And you can see everybody who visited. On that list it says William Gall. Not only that, I had Paul for 6 hours. No weed, no women, no autograph seekers. Just me and him sitting at a metal table. Shooting on shit. You know what I'm saying? Clear-eyed. And he asked me the most devastating questions about his mother. I thought it wasn't my duty to tell him negative about it. She knows that she had did all these other things.
Yo,
told her him some
this shit crazy. It don't stop lagging. It don't stop.
You need some, like we call it, pops. You need some money, you get now,
Look at this shit. It don't stop. Very early. It don't stop. It don't stop.
What I did, I was
very early. I held it down for 3 months.
Take money from my son at this particular time.
Throw it over there, record.
That I appeared to capitalize on our relationship. Man, between me and you, I could have used some money. You were giving it away to everybody else. You were giving it away to people in Vegas. You take the whole time to people in Vegas. He told me some stories, negative things. You know, he gives 30,000 to his mother and them. They go gambling. Maybe about 3-4 hours later, they come back looking for some more money. He always had the posse, which is his boys. But if you ever notice, real stars don't have 5 or 6 people hanging on. You go to the jewelry store, buy a piece of jewelry. You know, you got to buy a piece for them. You go gambling in Vegas, you know, you got to give them 10 G's. See what I'm saying? So it was always people extracting, taking things from me. I could never do that. I might have been the only one who never did any of that, but I couldn't. Much as I probably could have used. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't. I couldn't. I just couldn't.
The second time the Tupac was shot in Las Vegas, where were you when you got the news?
I was home in Jersey City. Somebody told me Tupac got shot again. Unbeknownst to me, I knew that I'd have to go out there. I got on the next flight the next morning. I got out there. We sit in the parking lot with Quincy Jones' ex-wife. What's that? The Mod Squad girl. I forget her name. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I can't.
And his girl. Right. He's sitting on the curb. And I remember she said to him, "Mommy, who's he look like?" The joke, of course, I look like him a great deal. Young. I'm older now, maybe not so much. And